Hello there and welcome to the weekly outlook. A couple of currencies that I'm interested in at the moment because we've had a fairly decent size pullback due to a little bit of US dollar weakness with the wage growth coming in a little bit lower than expected on Friday. It doesn't really change anything fundamentally. It may hold off interest rates on the US for a period of time. However, the currencies that we're looking at trading are still weaker than the US dollar at the moment. And also there's some data due out which could cause them to hold a little bit of weakness against the US just in the short term as well. So first one we're going to be looking at is the Aussie dollar, which has had quite a bit of pullback there. You can see we've got like a double bottom pattern that's formed here and a breakout which has had a breakout upwards. Now on the formation of a double bottom pattern, the breakout is normally the same depth as what we've got here from the top of the middle of the W there to the bottom. Now this brings it up to about a price of about 8,270. Now here we have got an area of previous resistance which is just knocking up again at the moment. So I've already taken a sell position on that price there, but I will look to add positions up to 8,270. Don't forget in my analysis for the year outlook, I was looking for a range between 8.2 and 7.8 over the coming year. Okay, so still sticking to that. Obviously, you could get spikes through, and if it does fulfill the breakout of this pattern, then we'll be looking to sell at 8,270. Now we have got some announcements out on Monday morning. We've got the ANZ internet job ads, job advertisements, newspaper ads, all very low alerts. We've got home loans coming in, forecasted to come in at 2.0%, which is slightly higher. So that could cause just that little spike up extra to that 8,270 area on the Aussie dollar, and then I would expect to see it start to fall back down from there. Okay, so that sort of price I'll be looking to enter, and I'll be using those data alerts to try and get to achieve that price. The next one that I'm really interested in, probably the most important one this week, is going to be the pound CPI data out on Tuesday. Now the pound also has started to have a bit of a pullback here. We have got a 50% retracement there of 15328. Due to the CPI data being out on Tuesday, I don't think it's going to make it that far, and I think probably between the 23% and the 38% there is probably going to be as far as it's going to get. You can see we have got a bit of an area here where we did have a little bit of a stall in the drop, where it pulled back and then it dropped again, then pulled back again. So this is the more likely price that it will pull back to before the CPI, if it makes it that far. But I'm suggesting that sells between these two prices here, leading up into Tuesday. The CPI data is expected to come in at 0.7, which is the first time it's dropped below 1% for quite some time. So even with the US dollar being slightly weaker from its wage output, I would still expect the pound there to drop. And I'm going to be targeting that 15,000 level again, which is my initial target where I wanted to start thinking about buying the pound back. And I do think this is going to be the bottom or the floor of the range at the moment. If CPI data comes in much lower than 0.7, then we could see it drop further. But if anything, I think we'll probably see it come in as expected, or maybe 0.8, 0.9. Okay, so they're the ones that I'm going to be looking at trading the most there. We've got some US dollar data out during the week later on, and then obviously we've got some CPI data coming out on the euro. The euro has also had a bit of a pullback as well. So at the moment, this is the next one that I'm going to be looking for an entry price on. We've got a bit of a pullback here to an area of confluence around about the 11840 area, which doesn't make a bad selling position, but it could pull back a little bit further. It could make it up to this area of confluence here, around about 11940. So between 11940 and 1200 are going to be positions there where I'm looking to sell back into that euro. Okay, and those are about the only three that I'm looking to trade next week using the Forex Inferno system. So keep an eye out on those prices, and hopefully you can make some pips. Cheers for watching.